In the art of war, the most profound deception isn't about overpowering your enemy. It's about convincing your enemy to defeat themselves. This is a story from the year 1218 AD, a tale of empires and strategy that echoes through history. In Central Asia, the Khwarezm Empire stood as a titan, a superpower boasting an army of 1 million soldiers and legendary cities gleaming with gold. Their ruler, the Shah, was confident, powerful, and utterly dismissive of the rising threat from the east. That threat was Genghis Khan. But the Great Khan's forces were vastly outnumbered. He commanded a mere 100,000 Mongol warriors. When news of the Mongol approach reached the Shah, he didn't just dismiss it. He laughed. He saw them as nothing more than barbarians, a nuisance to be swatted away. Confident in his overwhelming numbers, he dispatched a massive army with a single clear objective: crush the Mongols and erase them from the map. This is where the story takes a turn, where brute force meets brilliant strategy. As the colossal Khwarezmian army marched forward, expecting a glorious battle, Genghis Khan did the unthinkable. He didn't fight. He ordered a retreat. His smaller, more agile force turned and fell back, drawing the Shah's army deeper and deeper into the harsh, unforgiving landscape. For weeks, this strange pursuit continued. The Mongols moved with purpose, executing a scorched earth policy as they went. They set fire to the grasslands, eliminating vital grazing for the enemy's horses. They poisoned the wells, denying the pursuing army a single drop of clean water. They led their enemy on a grueling chase, letting the vast, open plains do the fighting for them. The Khwarezmian soldiers, burdened by their heavy armor and long supply trains, followed relentlessly. Their initial confidence slowly morphed into arrogance. They saw the Mongol retreat not as a tactic, but as a sign of fear, a confirmation of their own superiority. They were bigger, stronger, and in their minds, they had already won. The chase made them slow, tired, and strung out. Their discipline began to fray under the strain of exhaustion and dwindling supplies. They were being led, step by painful step, into a trap of their own making, blinded by their pride. Then, after weeks of luring the enemy into a state of fatigue and complacency, the moment arrived. The fake retreat abruptly stopped. In a coordinated, lightning-fast maneuver, the Mongol horsemen turned. The hunters suddenly became the hunted. The trap, so patiently set, snapped shut with devastating precision. The weary, disorganized Khwarezmian forces were caught completely off guard. What followed was not a battle, but a slaughter. In a single brutal day, the pride of the Khwarezmian Empire, the massive army sent to crush the barbarians, was utterly annihilated. The shockwaves from this single defeat were catastrophic. With its main army destroyed, the mighty Khwarezmian Empire, the superpower of Central Asia, began to crumble. Its cities of gold fell one by one, and the empire itself collapsed into dust. Genghis Khan had achieved the impossible. He didn't win because he had more soldiers, more weapons, or more resources. He won because he had more patience. He understood his enemy's psychology better than they understood it themselves. He knew their pride would be their downfall. This story from 800 years ago teaches a hard, timeless lesson. Never blindly chase what runs from you, whether it's on a battlefield or in the challenges of your own life. Sometimes, The retreat you see is not a sign of weakness, but a carefully laid bait. And the hook that catches you is almost always your own pride. The greatest victories are often won not by rushing forward, but by having the wisdom to wait, to observe, and to let your opponent's own momentum lead them to ruin. The patient mind is the sharpest weapon of all. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next story.